Hello, Retrievers. So proud to be back here. And I'm Gargi, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why the future is here with agentic AI. And I'm sure all of you have heard about agentic AI. And it is sometimes that we think to ourselves, is this real? Is this certain? Is this on the hype curve? Is it going to go down? From my perspective, a little bit of what happened in the last 4 years has changed the complexion and the era of computing forever. So it's good to, I think it's good to accept that there's going to be a lot of uncertainty in the agentic era. But what I wanted to talk to you about is how you and us together can help it a little bit be more certain, be more secure, and be more safe. All right? So a couple of years back, we were in this world of models, and we were wowed by ChatGPT. And models could actually generate letters, campaigns, started generating software, and it was wonderful. All right? And while we were just getting used to generative AI models, we got into the world of assistants, right? Assistants were these powerful, contextual, feed-forward LLM systems that would answer questions much better than the traditional chatbots. And that's good because you could now throw your knowledge bases, your curated knowledge of years and years and decades, and get very personalized answers. And customer care was just going to get live and better. But within a year, we are in this era of agents. So what are agents? They are this sophisticated software that are powered to think, act, and observe. And this verb act is where the democratization is happening. If agents can really think, reason, act, then they start to get much more powerful, much closer to what humans can do. They have this Tao loop, think, act, observe loop, which you can further enhance with reflection, self-correction, adaptability, flexibility. But the verb act is the most important one. And it's also the one that's generating a lot of fear. Agents are going to change the world of software. Apps or application, as we know today, are just getting disrupted. And I'm here to talk to you about what this agentic landscape today looks like. And it looks quite chaotic, right? You'll see your favorite software vendors, all the hyperscalers, open source players, your communication channels, if you're on Teams or Slack, WhatsApp, each of them have their own agents. So does SuccessFactors, so does Workday, Salesforce, hyperscalers. The world of apps is going to be replaced by the world of agents. And the work that apps do today is going to be done by a multi-agent orchestration system whose only job is to take software components like agents and stitch your substrate together. This is a fundamental computing paradigm shift. And this is going to change how we engineers, how we researchers, how we scientists look at the next 20 years of technology. It's here to stay. And you'll see a lot of names out there. I want to talk to you about, of course, what we at IBM are doing with watsonx. That's the product I own. But if you replace IBM and watsonx, this is a picture that Google will show you, or Amazon will show you, or any other software vendor. It's really what is at the guts of an agent. Well, an agent is accessible to you by natural language, by voice, maybe in the future by sign language. That's how the channel of engagement works. It has a few intelligent components like memory, reasoning. It has access to tools. And this is where the ecosystem of players is becoming more and more important. Tools are, think of them as your database systems where your records are, your student records are. They could be your sales data, your HR data, your procurement data. It could be CSV files, it could be documents, it could be indexed, DB2 indexes stored over years and years, right? All of them get exposed to the agents through a protocol, MCP. It's a standardized protocol, but it becomes a means for you or the agent to access the data. So the middle box is where we think there's a lot of reasoning and a lot of research to be done, because the middle block is the intelligence. It's the orchestration or the Uber mechanism of how a Slack agent is going to talk to your CRM data, is going to talk to your ticketing infrastructure and give you an answer that's personalized for you. That's why the channel and knowing who you are is so important. And on the right-hand side is what the ecosystem is going to commoditize. Models, like every week there is a new model on Hugging Face, and they're bigger and better and smarter. The GPT OSS model that does reasoning actually blows off your mind. Models will be commoditized, so will be tools, and so will be access to all these different infrastructures. What is really important is how safe. You're trusting your most critical business processes to be executed by agents. Is the world really ready for this? Can you put controls? Can you put guardrails? Can you, in a frictionless manner, move your enterprise systems to this agentic world? Because if we were born today, it was a click of a button. We'll all do agentic. But we have workflows. We have RPAs. We have the cloud vendors. What happens there? Today, on MasterCard, 80 million transactions are run on IBM systems every day. None of that is agentic. So frictionless way to move your trusted business processes into the agentic world with security is going to be key. All right. So what are we going to do about security and trusting the technology so that we open up our personal data, our HR data, our invoices, our financial data? That's what I'm here to talk to you about. Well, three things. We're going to bring in more observability, so you can observe. You observe, you measure, you optimize. Classical research thinking. A lot of opportunities to optimize the TAO or the thinking loop of agents. So we add observability, we add frictionless transition, and we make the substrate open and interoperable. That's how I'm going to tell you how you bring in trust. So observability has three lenses to it. We're doing a little bit, but I think it's really an open area for research. You observe, you measure, and you optimize. You test and evaluate. You do it with ground truth that you have, or you call out to another powerful model to generate the ground truth on your APIs and on your MCP tools. And these are all screenshots of what's available today. You get into the agent, you can actually see audit trails of exactly where the agent went and what decisions it took. All of this is leading to our trusted observability loop so that you can start to measure, monetize, and optimize. The second thing is about adding guardrails. Till the world is ready to throw everything at an agent, it's okay to put an agent in an agentic workflow, and that starts building trust. You can add post and pre-hook security. It's guardrails. I don't know if you can read it, but you can give it instructions and say, hey, if the customer is angry, please hand it off to a human agent. And those are actually policies that need to be adhered to. And finally, I think you have this thing of opening it up. Agent protocols, agent languages are standardized and interoperable. So the moment you can observe, measure, optimize, you have more control over what the agentic behavior is, and it's open and interoperable. You have a future that's much more predictable. Thank you. On to the next speaker.